Got my bro live on the beats for y'all. Trill D.
Haven't got a revolution that doesn't involve bloodshed. And you're afraid to bleed.
The mafia knew how to handle squealers in the old days. When I was a kid, there was a famous bank robber by the name of Willie Sutton. Everybody loved Willie. He was running from the police, you know, and one day he's riding the subway in New York City, and a private citizen, some civic-minded prick named Arnold Schuster, spotted Willie and turned him into the police. But Albert Anastasia, a mafia boss, read about it in the newspapers, and he had Arnold Schuster killed, which is just what the yellow rat motherfucker deserved. You don't help the police. When I was a kid and we went to the movies, we rooted against the police and for the crooks, and I still do. I love the crooks. I don't give a shit if they come to my house and kill my entire family. I'm on their side. I'd rather spend 16 hours stuck in an elevator with a couple of crooks than even say hello to a fucking policeman. You don't help the police. They're not on your side. Don't you understand this shit yet? They work for the state. They'll plant fake evidence. They'll put a loaded gun in the hands of an unarmed man they've shot to death. They harass minorities. They brutalize people. They deny people their rights, and they lie about it all in court all the time. They perjure themselves routinely. But they don't squeal on each other. They're not rats. So take a page from their book, but never ever help them. And above all, don't plea bargain by turning in a friend. Tell you what, some of you religious people out here, you religious folks, on Judgment Day, when you see God, ask him if you can plea bargain. Ask him if you turn in your family, will he let you into heaven. You know what he'll say? He'll say, go to hell. He'll say, go to hell, you fucking squealing prick. Because even God hates a rat. You know what Jesus should have done? He should have beat the shit out of Judas. Just grabbed him by the beard and beat the shit out of him. Right in front of the other apostles. Make an example out of him. You fucking squealing prick, Judas, you cocksucker. You realize I could turn you into a fucking pillar of salt if I want? Turn you into a fucking monkey. Or I can be a fucking monkey. Where's the money? Where's the fucking $30? Give me the $30. I'm fucking buying beer for the rest of these guys. But they didn't fucking rat on me, you prick. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. You know why? You know why he didn't do that? Because he believed in all this goofy love bullshit. But you notice something else. He did not plea bargain with the Romans. And he didn't squeal on the apostles, you know? He kept his big fucking yap shut, and he took what was coming to him. We can all learn something from Jesus, even if it's not what we're expecting. Thank you. I appreciate that, though. Excuse my allergy, but it's a better reason for blowing my nose on stage than I used to have. And a lot less expensive. Well, after a while, you do kind of grow up, you know. You realize that, well, a couple of lines of cocaine make you feel like a new man. Problem is, first thing the new man wants, a couple of lines of cocaine. So that's like looking in the barbershop mirror. Now, here's something that bothers me. Surprise.
What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna buy me a gun. I live life high speed, slightly disillusioned by weed. I breed thug motherfuckers even worse than me. When I bleed my enemies, best to flee quickly. Harm me, my army, niggas deceased swiftly. Look at you now while you wanna act out. I'm full of hammerback, strapped with a cannon that'll blow your motherfucking back out. They blast for the still standing, slightly scarred. Deep questions for the Lord why you don't like you, God. So, though my life was hard, with no remorse, I absorb all lessons, provide protection for the boss. Rolling in my double wall, rugged and ruthless. Keep us blessed through these hard times, knowing it's useless. And my crew, we crooked, be mistaken for Jews. We all about our gas blast if you break the rules. Fools turn snitch with a DX, be heaven sent. Switch like the stone bitch, turn state's evidentiary. Why? Then they wonder why niggas die, put your family in danger just to get high. Now, what the hell can we get from jail? More tricks for the crime trade, this is hell. Bail out, a thug nigga fresh out the jailhouse. Open the safe count and take all the mail out. Whatever happens, happens. Whoever falls dies. We fresh out of time, living blind, so we all ride. In times like these, chronic or tie weed, buffing through this high speed. People think what you gon' do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna buy me a gun. Then what's next? Food and sex, house parties in the project.
Got my bro live on the beats for y'all. Trill D.
Haven't got a revolution that doesn't involve bloodshed. And you're afraid to bleed. I saw if you're afraid to bleed. Long as the white man sent you to Korea, you bled. He sent you to Germany, you bled. He sent you to the South Pacific to fight the Japanese, you bled. You bleed for white people. But when it comes time to seeing your own churches being bombed and little black girls murdered, you haven't got no love.
In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful to the American people, peace, follow righteousness. The subject of my talk to you is the overwhelming control of capital and its effect on the ongoing war between us. Your current president warns you now about the enormity of capital control, and it has a cycle whereby it devours humanity when it is devoid of the precepts of God's law. The tyranny of the control of capital by large companies has harmed your economy, as it did ours, and millions have lost their jobs to mark the highest average unemployment in 60 years. Your financial system in its totality was about to collapse within 48 hours, had not the administration reverted to using taxpayers' money to rescue the vultures by using the assets of the victims. Our Iraq was invaded in response to pressure from capitalists with greed for black gold. You continue to support Jewish lobby backed by enormous financial capabilities. Previous administration was successful in implicating you in these wars against us. 6 years has passed. If it was the Six-Day War that started by President Bush, and 6 years have not been enough to finish it, then the wise men could question how long would a 6-month war take, and whether you are able to fund a war that requires a large amount of money that weakens your economy and your dollar. The false policies of the present administration feels that whoever enters the White House, even with good intentions, is no more than a train operator. His only task is to keep the train on the tracks that are laid down by the lobbyists in New York and Washington to serve their interests first. Any president who tries to attract for the American people's interests will confront very strong opposition and pressures from the lobbyists. Your president described the decision by the court in favor of corporations to intervene in the political arena. There is no doubt about it that it is right. The occupation of our land and the killing of our brothers, marking a victory for the Jewish love. For the American youth to succeed in this change, and the conditions in their country more than 2 centuries ago, they need to understand the similarities during that era and their present situation. You have noticed the Congress's stand with corporations against the people's interests. The United States used to have the right to appoint judges and mayors. Similarly, the corruption is deep-rooted now in all higher authorities, thus giving authorities over these offices to corporations. The higher court adjudicated their support of political financing by corporations under such circumstances. Reading the book by the intellectual Thomas Paine, Helpful Fathers of the Revolution Against the Oppressors. You are in need of people like Thomas Paine to publish books pointing out the similarities between the two phases. You also are in need of men with courage and initiative, like those of your forefathers, when they refused to allow one company to harm the interests of the United States. A company that had a endanger the United States economy. And they also formulate the policies of the White House. They threw hundreds of thousands of soldiers against us and have formed an alliance with the Israelis to oppress us and occupy our land. Palestine has been under occupation for decades. Then he talked about the necessity for two states. Obama is trying to address the issue with the same solution suggested by his predecessor. If you want a real settlement that guarantees your security in your country, then you have to implement a roadmap that returns Palestine land to us, all of it, from the sea to the river. It is an Islamic land, not subject to being traded or granted to any party. Be assured that we do not fight for mere killing, but to stop the killing of our people. You should be aware that justice is the strongest army and security offers the best livelihood. You lost it by your own making when you supported the Israelis in occupying our land and killing our brothers in Palestine. The road to safety starts with the stopping of aggression. Palestine shall not be seen captive, for we will try to break its shackles. The United States shall pay for its arrogance with the blood of Christians and their funds.